G'day, Michael Dickinson here live, and ladies and gentlemen, you're in for an absolute shocker for a recap. Angels looking dominant, cracks in the Spartans, Hunters in some trouble, Panini's crying, and the Rebels, they're getting some dynamics, but can they make it work? Let's find out here in the recap.
G'day guys, and welcome to round 4 recap of the VESL. I'm your host Bossy. Joining us as a special guest this week, Michael Dickinson, commentator extraordinaire. Mike, welcome to the recap.
Mate, phenomenal to be here. Thanks for that, Bossy. How are you?
It's outstanding. Now I'm sort of a bit starstruck, but it's good to good to get this interaction finally going.
It's just great to be here. I mean, I've been knocking on the door. My vault, get me in. I want to do a recap, and he just said, "No, leave it to the legends." And I said, now I'm here.
Yeah,
so,
that's good. Yeah. It's good. It's good. All right, moving in the news first up this week. First up, just want to touch on next week. Again, reminder: Rain Zone Respawn weekend. You got one more week. Around your Wednesday and Thursdays when you're going to start to get your domination practices in. Start working on strats early because you're going to start seeing some teams cave, I reckon.
I mean, I reckon it probably should have already been practicing. But, mate, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Come on, troopers.
Coming up on next, Spartans. We've got some rotations with the Spartans. What are your thoughts on this?
Mate, I heard a couple of cracks have formed. They had a phenomenal win Saturday before against the Angels, then Monday, bit of an onslaught, and then cracks, bombs, nukes were appearing. So, geez, I don't know. What have you found out, Bossy?
So all we know is we've got... look, this is a high-intensity environment.
It is.
There's going to be some heated moments.
Yeah.
And if people can't work them out, people leave. People get replaced. People get removed. It's just how it is. So we do have Hezbollah.
He's been dropped.
Ejected, I guess is the word I'll use.
I think he's still a sub, yes. But they dropped him. And they said, listen, mate, you're just not performing. Yep. And we need the top performances. But you know what? It's a team. It's not one man. And you know, Bossy, before we go into the segment, I had a chat to Volt. I'm taking over the coach's spray. I'm not a coach. Volt's a 2014 Call of Duty Coach World Champion.
Yep.
I watched the Spartans. I watched Volt's team play him. The week before they did great. Ramaza, they lost 250 to 108 on the Saturday.
Yep.
The Monday, same map, the biggest score ever, 250 to 48. That's 202 points, Bossy. What's up with that?
It's not even a whitewash. It's
like going to the old people's home, giving them a controller and saying, "Hey, go play Call of Duty. Do your best." You can't have that. And then they have the audacity to drop poor little Hezbollah. Listen, I'm going to have a go at Hebrew. You got to take ownership when your team makes mistakes, mate. You got to be accountable for them all. You can't point the fingers. And they did. And I think, look, they're still all right. They came second this week. You got to give them that. But I think when everyone makes mistakes, everyone makes mistakes. If you fall as a team, no individuals.
That's it.
So, but come on, 402 points. What?
That's big. That's huge. Again, moving on to the Rebels. Now we've got Bagsy coming out. He's going to be going across to the Hunters.
Jeez, he's been like a used little bicycle.
This is going to be his third team. He's going to be on now.
He's a Spartan, a Rebel, and now Hunter.
Mucked will be coming in to fill that spot on the Rebels. Could be a huge get for him, to be honest.
Could be.
Didn't perform as well as we would have liked on Saturday, but...
Yeah, he had a couple of good ones. I think he's been a bit rusty. He hasn't played in the Modern Warfare for a long time, but he has been in a couple of Volvolution tourneys. So I think at his best, he's a really good tier 3.
Yep.
So, hopefully he's a bit more motivated. I think the Rebels just need some motivation, some hungry players. They've got about 20 players and 2 of them want to play. So, when that happens, it's not going to be an effective team. So it's tough.
And touching on that, we're going to move right into the standings as well. And starting at the bottom of the ladder. Again, with 60 points overall now, they're Ramaza Rebels. Now, Mike, the Rebels this week. Look, we wanted to see a huge change again, but we all know they say Rome wasn't built in a day. This team's not going to get fixed in a week. Still watching them, they had a lot of close games. Like they had a lot of 5-6s, S&Ds. They had, again, we're going to talk about it soon. The Rebels Hunters hardpoint match was a huge proof that if they focus and concentrate on these comms movements, that they're still not a team to be forgotten. So
yeah, look, I hear it all on the Angels team from Coach Volt. 6 letters, 2 words. Lock in, and they lock in for a little bit, but not for the whole game. You want to be dominant, you got to lock in. And 6-5 a lot. I saw on the Monday. I watched. They were 5-3, 5-1 against the Hunters. They came back, lost 5-6. Great little comebacks, but you got to start off strong. And it just goes to show you can still have good players, but if the mentality's not there, and if you're doing the mistakes, you're just going to keep losing. You're going to get close, but you're going to keep losing. And so I said the teams are all balanced. It's just
QDX coming in as well.
Yes,
was a huge get for it because he did in areas, not all areas, but in a lot of areas he did perform. But I think
on the field,
the last,
off the field, needs a smack. But anyway,
again, it was this thing. It's this thing we're talking about right here.
The mouth. Yeah, the mouth. Too much.
Yep, exactly.
Too much of this, not enough of this.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yep.
Let the game play it out.
Exactly.
But look, I think they'll be positive. I've got to give you up. I think props to Slothy again, just trying to. He's trying to get the leadership, trying to morale them all together. They're a bunch of broken individuals, but he's trying to muster something out of nothing. So come on, Slothy.
You've got a sinking ship, and he's grabbing a thimble at the end of the day. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Hunters are on 90 points this week, so let's talk about the Hunters. Now this group. They're not there yet. They're still struggling to find a lot of consistency. I think we can call it. Captain Bluey as well moving in. And we're going to talk about this very soon in the clip of the week because we're going to play straight after this. He gets set on something. Like he really wanted to get this 3 minutes, and he was too distracted on getting this 3 minutes. It doesn't matter. Like if it's going to almost cost you a win. Still work as a team. That's it.
I think that's exactly right. You can't be an individual in this one. I've seen glimpses around different teams. Too many individuals, not enough teams. And look, don't worry about your individual goals. But no, you have to worry about individual goals, but make sure it's unified within the team. One thing though, I mean, like you can't point fingers, but I mean, when you've got potato cakes coaching and leading a team with zero knowledge. How's the team going to perform? Not that great. And I'm watching the S&Ds, Bossy, and I'm seeing Bluey, a 70 overall player, amplifying Achabi, these absolute superstars, where to go.
Yeah.
I mean, give a little bit of instruction. But, mate, you got no competitive experience. Let the big boys lead.
Don't run. There's too many people trying to grab. That's honestly the biggest problem for the Hunters. There's too many people trying to take the wheel. And there's a lot of power clashes, I think.
I disagree. I think it's just Bluey not under. I think you got Hunchalini quiet, Nachabi quiet, Ollie quiet. Yeah. It's just more. Amplify needs to speak more and provide his knowledge, and he's just not leading enough. And the reason why I said these teams aren't dominating is because their leaders aren't leading.
Yep.
And that's another element to the game itself. Well, I think Bluey's just got to have a big hard look at himself and think, look, do I maybe take the C off? Do I maybe throw it away? Do I have to give it to someone else? Can I captain this team? No.
No.
I know. I'm calling it. But,
just
hey,
mic drop.
Hunters are going to come fifth, mark my words, with Captain Bluey leading it. You heard it first.
All right.
Hush.
All right. I'll take that. Righto.
Yeah.
Moving into third, and again, this is a tied third and second this week because of last week. Points are moving.
Getting juicy.
It's again, these top three teams are going to be really fighting it out over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But starting off 130 points are the Spartans. All right, now I want to talk about the Spartans in a way that we sat here. I sat here with Volt a week ago, and pretty much it was Spartans week last week. It was and I want to know where that team went this week because
I'll tell you.
I honestly feel like we're watching a different team. That's it.
No Jay, no Spartans. Volt's made the call, and I think he's right. Jay, it's an extra little sprinkle dust that he does can make them unified. But you know what? He called him sick, bossy. Your team needs to win. And he said, can't play sad, I'm sick.
Move the TV and your Xbox or PlayStation into the bathroom, play on the toilet if you have to.
I think he needs to go to Bunnings Warehouse, get a big slab of cement.
Yep.
And harden up a bit.
All right.
Look, as I said, they need him. I think definitely not good the way they dropped Hasbulla. Not healthy. There's cracks there. There's a lot of things going on. There's rumours about they're already thinking about next season. The teams are splitting. People are going everywhere. They've got to just mesh together, gel it up, concentrate as a unit, and work on this season and try and get that top three spot. The top three, as we know now, we've seen the championship week. Top three is critical. Otherwise, you go on the elimination bracket, 4th, 5th. And I think they can still do it. But I said, I think Jay's got to be there, and Hebra's got to keep leading, and the others have to listen. And I think I'm seeing it as well, bossy. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing people like Damon, these young little wrestlers trying to lead and rein the helm.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Leave it to the big boys with the competitive experience and just shut up.
That's a lot of this week. A lot of the young guns trying to prove themselves, and
too many cheats.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. It's not, and that's why some of them are still struggling. But it's okay.
Yeah.
It happens. I think they've got to practice their hard point. Their hard point's not great. Their S&E's still good, but I mean they lost 0-6 to Panini's on Azir Cave when they destroyed the Angels on Azir Cave on the Saturday before. Exactly. How does that happen? Exactly. I don't know.
Two different teams. As I said, we have literally seen the two different teams of the Spartans.
So I said they've got to practice. Not enough people practicing.
Yep. Now moving again to tied second/third. Again also with 130 points, the Paninis. So again, 130 points, the Paninis this week. They were only...
What? Bossy! Walt!
What?
Is there a child in the arena? What is that, boss?
I don't know.
Oh, is that the Panini's new theme song?
I think it is, mate. I think it is.
Oh, okay. Apologies. Sorry. Sorry, Bob.
We've spoken before about drama in this league.
Yes.
Now, it wouldn't be a Panini's without a week of drama.
I mean, let's just change the whole championship week to suit them. Nah, look, I mean, they're great souls. Bless them. I mean, hey, the shoot house sucks, but you know what? They're still good. They're still dominant.
Again, when it came down to it, the I guess we'll call it the pay-per-view of week 4, that was the decider for 10 for the 10 points.
The Saturday, the night just that occurred.
Yeah. The last game was
amazing.
Whoever won it, and it would have been first place, and that would have it wouldn't have been enough to shift them into first place overall. But
I mean, they would have got to second.
It would have got to second, exactly. Now they're still tied third.
So the Piccadilly, what a return! What a game to debut on the decider. MCG nighttime Piccadilly. You love to see it. But yeah, look, that was an exciting one. They played well throughout the week. They got a little cheeky spoon feed. Mickey, captain of the Voltolution esports team, gave Volt ball and said, "Hey, I want to play. I'm missing out." So all right, he'll give you one. So he gave one, and he slaughtered the Hunters and got 48 kills. So yeah, once is good. Well done, Mick. Welcome to the Vesl. But yeah, look, probably you have to be a sub for everyone. But I mean, they did well, I think. But still, I think it's a team of 3 out of 5. I'm seeing
Yeah.
already rumours going on that team. Minty, Tommy, they're out. They don't care anymore. They're finished. And it's really Kat, Jakes, and Nani that are keen to do it.
Correct,
So, I
same.
mean, I think, look, if that mentality's going to happen, you're not going to win. You know, you got to grow up. Go to the Bunnings warehouse. And what do they have to do, bossy?
Get the quick dry.
Just drink it up. Drink the cement and harden up.
That's it.
But I think, look, Nani's still leading them well. Yeah, I think not amazing performances by all. I think it was just average. They got the job done, but no one really wowed us. I feel. Yeah. So I think look, I'm seeing them practice during the week, which is really positive. It's good to see that Jakey's very committed. Sorry, and Kat's committed, and Nani. So it's good to see that. But how can they elevate to that top level? I think more unification. I said it's a half a team.
Yep.
And does make a difference. So,
Yep.
I don't know. What do you reckon, Bossy? What are your thoughts on the P-Needs?
I mean, the Pooninis, as the street word is. Again, they're still when they are in and when they do switch on, they are still a dangerous team. It's just unfortunate that there's too many distractions, I think, going on as well.
Yeah.
Too much looking forward, not enough looking at the now.
Being present.
Yes. So, but again, it's still a team to look out for, especially if you're Hunters or Rebels and you're not looking forward going up against them. They got a lot of strong maps as well. I think I found they almost haven't lost an S&D on Ramaza. I think that's what I found. So,
I'm finding though. I mean, if I look back he was, the vice captain of the Voltolution esports team, but he's not having a big wow factor. The Gaetano Milano, the 96, the robot.
Yeah.
Mid-season's coming, and he's dropping overall rating. I haven't seen a 50 bomb. I'm barely seeing 20 bombs S&D. Hebrew smashing 20 bombs. And I'm seeing, as I said, more sooking, not enough locking in. And has he lost his way? Does he need to upgrade his firmware? Is the robot becoming a human? Possibly.
He's getting emotions. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think the emotions might be coming.
Feelings. Yeah.
I think he might be. So I don't think he's performing at his normal high level. Nani's simply looking beatable, and I don't think they're going to win this season. I think
the Bison.
You never know.
Troubles for the Bicentennial Man.
There've been surprises the whole season. So good luck to them.
There is. Again, moving into first place, 190 points overall, still going strong. The Azir Angel. Yep.
Beautiful.
That's it. He's taken away.
Great.
He's taken away. Mike,
Mate.
you've been watching from the sidelines for a while now.
I have.
Thoughts on the Angels as an overall team?
I mean, dynamic, exemplary, motivational, hydrochloric. It's just too many words, and they're becoming a superstar team.
Yep.
Why they're becoming a superstar team? I've got a list. I don't know. There's a lot of things there that's going right for them. What do you think's been doing well for them, Bossy, so far?
Well, as well as I think Brandy's really found his spot. I think.
Yeah.
There was a bit of stigma is that bringing him on in the first place as a main player, but
yes.
We again touching on the fact that we've said that there's no such thing as a one-man team and all this stuff. Even with the team that they have had, losing that one S&D against the Rebels as well, whether that was just got too compliant and they thought, it's Rebels, we don't have to try as hard, I think. But again, this team is still going strong, but there could still be cracks in there. That again, there's no such thing as a perfect team. I don't care. I don't care what Mike says. I don't care what Volt says. There's still no such thing as a perfect team.
There isn't, but they are looking close.
Yes.
He's a Call of Duty coach champion 2014-15 for a reason. I mean, he's leading him. He's setting them guidelines. I'm saying, Volt, what are you doing tonight? He said, hey, Mike, we're going down to Piccadilly Thursday night, and we're practicing angles. I'm like, all right, mate, settle down. So he's making sure they are eating, and they are, they know what they're doing. And they're making it work. They all get along, it seems. I think they've just been playing as well, generally as well. They had their sub. Damages did not play one game on Saturday, and it's his 11th time playing Modern Warfare, by the way, and he was happy to sit and just observe and see how they play. Phenomenal stuff. That's why the team is so good. Lotsky just doing his own little thing. Fantastic. He's wifed up now, but he's still locking in, which is phenomenal to see.
Yep.
Jared and Lockie, they're just meshing well together too. They're really implementing things too. Not the best Saturday from Volt, one of the worst nights I've seen. I'm pretty sure he was crying until 8 a.m. This morning. Yeah, he got 1-9, 2-8 in S&D against the Rebels, I think. And look, he wasn't happy, man. But it's a team, and the team's doing well, so it's okay.
Yep.
They've only lost 3 hard points. They've won way too many. They've lost 3.
Yep.
S&D, they've got things they can work on, but really, I see them winning the whole thing now. It's an audacious call, Bossy.
It is.
But
it is.
They're unified.
Yeah.
And they're putting the most practice in. And it's simple as that.
Yep.
And before we move to the next segment, I'm just going to give best single game performance to Hebrew. I don't know if I did this at the start, but anyway, he got 20 kills twice against the Rebels. So well done, Hebrew. Keep going, mate. You were bursting a bottom of the ladder, so don't get too excited. Try to do that against the Angels and see how you go.
Definitely.
But hey, well done.
Yeah. I'll give him that. All right. Again, moving forward, clip of the week. This week we've chosen. This is going to be from the Nachabi cam. Hardpoint Rebels v Hunters on Gunrunner. It was a great game to watch. Now. Hunters had a 90-point lead, and it got to the point where they I think slacked off is the word that I'd probably use. And Rebels just capitalized on it, caught right up to 233 each, and it was just a dominant fight over the last point, which was P2. Again, not an easy point to hold, especially if you're not set up at all. And then it was literally to the point where it was both teams throwing bodies on the line, and it was contested for about 20 seconds straight. So
I felt like that was contested for a year.
It just
I'm watching that. I'm like,
it really dragged. Yeah.
249. It's moving up. It's still not moving. One in, one out, one in, one out, and then they just. I was rooting for the Rebels. I really was. They need a hard point win. They haven't won one.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to watch every week. Now, again, here we go with the clip.
Oh no, one's on, let's get to the hard.
Yep, good shit, boys.
No, we're 5 seconds off. Either way, it's still a lot of time, Bluey.
Yeah, holy shit.
Bluey want to
Kill that guy with you. Kill that guy with you.
Hey, come on, boys.
Where is he? No, there's 3 on us. Oh, come on, one more.
I'm low as shit.
Blue's coming, Blue's coming. Blue's coming.
Tag me to the next corner.
One point, boys. You're all on your
Oh my god, hey, cutie.
One more on it, fucking hell.
Yes.
Seconds off.
Let's go.
Why was that so low?
Fuck, man.
I don't know why that was so low.
You guys took my fucking 3 minutes off me!
Oh my god. Fucking goofies, bro. Fuck me, man.
Oh, I was fucking 4 seconds off!
Oh my god.
And that's it for week 4. Last thoughts, Mike, moving forward. Probably won't see you next week, but I want to know what you're thinking so far.
I think my predictions. I'll go through the 5. I think the week coming up, I'm going to put Hunters 5th.
Yep.
Rebels 4th.
Yep.
Panini's 3rd. Spartan 2nd. Angels 1st. It's becoming that 5 now. I don't see changing too much. Too many times I see Angels, Spartans, Paninis up there, and then the gap to Hunters and Rebels, they just can't compete with the top 3. I think it's going to happen again.
Yep.
And the respawn week's coming up, so geez, I don't know.
Big.
All I'm going to say, if Hunters and Rebels don't get top 3, at least crack 30 points, they're in trouble.
This gap is going to be too big, and they're not going to be able to catch up.
It's going to be too big.
They're not going to be able to catch up.
Bossy, who's your top 5? Do you think someone I'd impress this week? Who's your 5?
I have written down the exact predictions at the end of the day. I'd like to see a Rebels third at least,
Okay.
but it can happen, but I don't think it will. So again, I'm gonna put Hunters down the bottom for Rebels fourth. I might actually rotate that around and put Spartans third, Panini second, because
Angels first.
and Angels first, because
Choice.
there's still too much drama going on with those two teams, and
Yeah.
who's to tell?
Just
But yeah,
6 letters, 2 words. Lock in.
lock in. That's it for week 4. Again, thank you, Michael Dickinson, commentator extraordinaire, for joining.
Pleasure to be here. Have me more. Let me do more of these. He just gave me the finger.
Yeah, that's fault. Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
I've been your host, Bossy. Thanks, guys.
see you later.
And you're broken, like you're lost and the sea. Follow.
One might be top mid.
Yeah, one top mid.
Oh, Lofsky and Jared just got shit on. Planning.
Lost and the sea. Follow me in this moment.
It's 2, 3. Pushing B side. Comms alive now. Everyone pushing B.
I'd like archers. B's the push. I'm hiding mid bus.
It becomes a bit predictable, exactly. Again, this is what I'm going to cut to this, because comms are what literally would have saved this team, because there's 3 or 4 people that are going to be B side. They're going to be pushing B, and this is what's going to cost them. So I'm going to cut to that. This is going to be a recap clip. I'm going to use it. I don't care. Huge. Minty left. She's going to be up high. No, she's going to be down low. Never mind. 5-2. Again, this is the Angels game to win. This is the Angels game to win.